Welcome to Bears in Exile. This is part 2 of the June 2nd market overview. And before I move on to the currencies, we are not locked into one ideology here at Bears in Exile. We are neither bullish, we are neither bearish. We go in the direction that we think that we can make money. And I do have to point out, and of course I'm watching it too, but on TNA, you possibly have a head and shoulders here, in which case, you have a target area around about $65 roundabout. So, like we were talking about with the other bottom channel lines, if it breaks, all bets are off. Just to be aware, and we do not want to skip over any signs of any type. Similarly, on the VIX, if the 1420 reverse head and shoulders is wrong, we could be looking at a reverse head and shoulders that could set up on the 60-minute VIX, being of a left shoulder, head, and then a right shoulder to form as of yet. So something also to be on the lookout for. So, no one is right 100% of the time, and certainly I'm nowhere near that. But, I don't want to shortchange anyone, and always, always, always protect yourself with a stop and protect profits with a stop as well. So, if you're long and this does go up, I would be bumping up my stop as it goes along. To do otherwise is dangerous. So, just want to cover all of that real fast. Now, going on to UUP. Last night we said, okay, we have, everything's pointed down, but we have this, we were outside of the lower Bollinger Band. We said it needed to go sideways or up, and it did not, and we had a bullish engulfing, giving further weight to the possibility. And instead we have an inverse hammer, which could be a reversal signal, may not, but it is straddling the lower Bollinger Band, but it is not outside of it. So, to the downside, it has all these things pointing down or are low. It is not inside the Bollinger Band, meaning that it needs to be ejected. So it could push it straight away down, and the long-term moving averages are still a bearish bar. But we do have this inverse hammer to consider. Well, we know today we had NDEs. Moody's said that the U.S. is going to be possibly downgraded if they don't get that debt ceiling in order. Well, that puts negative pressure on the dollar, uncertainty, and a possible downgrade. So this move down is explainable via the NDE. And, perhaps even more so because that isn't going to be cleared up until the Democrats and the Republicans get their act together. So we can say that these negative things probably definitely outweigh this candlestick. Now, on the other side of the coin, and a reducing dollar is, at the moment, has been good for the stock market. So something to consider. On the FXE, the euro, we had a bearish engulfing. It was outside the Bollinger Band. We said it needed to get out and possibly have a down move. It did not do that. It is outside the Bollinger Band once again, and we have a hammer indicating a possible reversal signal, meaning that it would go down and the dollar would go up. So the candles on the dollar and the euro do match up. However, we also had an NDE on the euro today, which was, there was a story on Zero Hedge saying that the Europeans had got their act together and were fully done with passing a Greek recovery bill or package, whatever you want to call it. and which would give further strength to the euro going up, which is bad for the dollar and good for equities. So, something to consider. And since this is outside the Bollinger Band, either it should go to the right or down and be ejected from it. But in certain cases, you can exit the Bollinger Band and still go to the right and up, and still close within it the following day. You have that over here. You have that right here. But for the most part, whenever it goes outside, it should be ejected. It goes outside, it's ejected. So, something to consider. We have, once nations become involved in fixing things to one direction or the other, we should take notice. Now, SLV. It's getting kind of beat up some. Certainly, hopefully everyone had stops that are in silver and are in the green. This is kind of disappointing. This is not a hammer. The wick is not long enough. But everything else is, the MACD is low. Everything else seems to be ticking down or could be ticking down. So silver does not look that attractive at the moment. If the dollar does go down further, I would expect that to put lots of pressure on silver to go up. All commodities, all precious metals go up. So, also something to weigh against these candles, and the moving averages, all of them are all beat up. This is almost a flat line, meaning that it can go rapidly in either direction with ease. So, take that into consideration as well. On gold, GLD, we still have the moving averages looking nice. We have a little side tick here. We do have a hammer, possibly indicating a reversal. And the secondaries are mixed. We have high going down, and low trying to figure out what it wants to do with itself. So, also mixed just like silver, definitely more bullish than silver at the moment thanks to the bar, but is it running out of steam? It's going to matter what the currencies do. So, got to weigh the currencies against all the other charts and the news coming out about currencies, and weigh them against the charts and decide what is most probable. And so I definitely think that it is possible that we will be going up, but protect yourself and watch out for a break, definitive break of the lower channels that we are watching. So there you have it. Very nice day in the market. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and see you guys tomorrow night. We'll have more news and more information, and hopefully it will be to the upside. As always, this chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only, and all investing decisions are your own. Thank you very much.